What's up guys, Navalicious here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create perk machines with Whippy's multiplayer zombie survival template. If you don't have that template, I'm going to have a link for it down in the description. I'd recommend checking it out. It's a really cool template, recreates Nazi zombies in Unreal Engine, or at least a lot of functionality for it in Unreal Engine. And for this, I'm going to be starting off a fresh project, and we're going to call it Perks Tutorial, if I can type today. Now, I'm going to start off with Juggernog today, and down the line in the future we'll be adding more perks to the template. But today we're going to start off with something real simple. Whenever it wants to boot up. So the first thing we're going to want to be doing is heading over into the base character template, and oops, don't want to look at that. We're going to open up third person character. Let's make that bigger. Alrighty. The first thing we're going to be doing in here is creating a new variable. It's going to be a boolean, and we're going to call it, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm going to call it has bonus health. And then we're going to create another variable. This one's going to be an integer, and we're going to call it perk cap. You don't need to add this one if you don't want to. This is just going to allow us to set a cap to how many perks we can have at a time if you want to have a cap. We're going to compile this. Now on has bonus health, we're going to go over to replication and add a rep notify. And what that is going to do is add another function over here in the functions tab. You're going to open up that new function, and we're going to create a branch. We're going to get has bonus health, plug that in. If this is true, we're going to extend off of that. We're going to set max health, and we're going to set this to 250. You can set this to whatever you'd like, but if you have the zombies set up to hit you, you probably set it up so they do 50 damage per hit. 250 would be 5 hits before you die. Now, this isn't going to make your health 250 as soon as you buy the perk, so to fix that, we're going to do another set, but we're going to do just regular health. And off of here, we're going to do a float plus a float. For a second, I forgot which one this was. We're going to get health. Let me just move this over here for a little bit of organization, and we're going to add 150. Oops, 150. So what this does is if has bonus health is true, it's going to set max health to 250, and then it's going to add 150 health to our current health. That way it sets you up to maximum health as soon as you buy the perk. Back over in the event graph, we're going to create a new custom event, and we're going to call it check. Here, let me, I don't want to comment. What are we doing here? Delete that. We're going to change this to check, or clear, not check. Clear perk status. Create a branch. Get is downed. If this is true, we're going to do a sequence. First off, to organize this better, we're going to start off with the perk cap. So we're going to set perk cap to 0. Second one, set has bonus health to false. What this is doing is once we go down, it's going to reset our perk cap to 0 so we can continue to buy perks after we get revived. And it's going to set our perk statuses to false. That way, when we get revived, we do not have the perk still. Over, where is it? Over in the event tick, we're going to add that status, or set, or no, not set, I'm sorry, clear perk status. So this is going to constantly check for when we go down. I'm sorry, there's one more thing we're going to be doing in here as well. We're going to be setting max health back down to 100. That way, once we go down and it sets the bonus health to false again, we're going to be setting the max health back down to 100, so when you get revived, it doesn't go back up to 250. Compile and save this. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be doing is going over to blueprints, doors. You can do this however you like. Personally, I think it's easy to just duplicate a door, but you can completely make yours from scratch if you want to. But for this tutorial, we're going to be duplicating the doors for the perk machine. And we're going to call this bonus health machine. Again, you can call this whatever you want. In the viewport, we're going to be getting rid of this collision box and these static meshes. We're going to add a cube. If you have your own mesh, you can add that if you'd like. I'm just using a cube because it's quick and easy. We're going to resize this to look more like a machine. Raise that up. Trigger, we're going to resize this. And move that one forward a little. That way when you walk up to the perk, on the front of the perk, you're going to be able to see that trigger, but on the other side, say it's through a wall or something, you don't want them to be able to like access the perk from behind it from a wall. So this is going to require them to be in front of it. In the event graph, we're going to change a couple things. So person who bought open door, we're going to change this to person buying perk. Since we're going to be duplicating this perk machine to make more perk machines, it's just better to get this all set up so we don't have to do it every single time. Same with on open door on this input here, person buying perk. Another thing we're going to do in the hint string is going to be press F to purchase or to buy bonus health. Let's say purchase, that sounds better. Bonus health. Make sure there's a space at the end of every single one of these hint strings. Otherwise, the actual points are they're not gonna be spaced out. So it's gonna be like purchase bonus health 1500 like that. It doesn't look as good as with the space there. So just make sure there's that space. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag from this cast so we don't have to make another cast to third person. What we're going to do, actually we don't even need to do that. What we can do is from person buying perk is get perk cap. We're just going to move all of this over just a little bit. And from here we're going to get a less than. If it is less than 4, you can make this number whatever you like, whatever perk cap you want to have. I like 4. This is just like it's more like the actual Nazi zombies. I can't find my words today. Similar to the original zombies. We're going to drag off of here and create a branch. Plug this in. So if perk cap is less than 4 is true, then we're going to take points, remove points. We don't need this. What we can do though is get one of these real quick, and we will set has bonus health to true. Then we're going to drag off of this, and we're going to my bad. We're going to drag off of this, set perk cap, and then we're going to grab an integer plus integer, get perk cap. Oh my god, I can't type today. So what this does is it removes our points, sets bonus health to true, which in turn gives us the health from that function, and then we're going to add +1 to the perk cap. We don't need this. We don't need interaction times. Okay. So there's actually one more thing I forgot to add. So in your bonus health machine blueprint, drag off of this, get has bonus health, drag off of this, create a new branch, just plug that in, And if it's false, run this event right here. What this does is it checks to make sure you don't already have bonus health. So every time you walk up to the machine, if you don't have bonus health, then it won't do any of this. Or if you do have bonus health, then it won't do this. Now we're going to open up the level. If I can right click, that'd be great. We're going to drag the bonus machine into the map. Just place it wherever you like. We'll put it up against this wall right here. Save that. And now if I'm remembering everything correctly, we should be good to go. I'm going to boot up main menu. And because this is a fresh boot up, my fire alarm is going off, I think. Since this is a fresh boot up, it was asking for the name right there. But since I closed out, it's not going to ask for a name anymore. But that's fine. We're just testing things anyways. So there it is right there. We're just going to wait for this remote play to get out of the way. Oh, my bad. I forgot one thing. I'm looking at it. It's right in my face. So for testing purposes, we're going to change the price of Juggernog. To do that, whenever you're working with doors or other purchasables over on the right, once you click on it, there's going to be this default tab. It's going to show cost. You just change that to whatever you like. Completely forgot about that. Let's see if I forgot about anything else once we go and purchase the perk. Alright. Get out of the way, Steam. Get out of the way. All these tabs that pop up. Alright, there we go. Now we have the 250 health. Our maximum health is increased. Let's just get hurt real quick. And as you can see, it'll go up past 100 and keep regenerating up until 250. Now, because we don't have the functionality for quick revive or self revive yet, I can't really show you what happens when you go down, because it'll just end the game. But in the future, we will add functionality for quick revive, and in solo, it'll be self revive with a limit to how many times you can purchase it. And that's going to be all for this video. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button. I hate saying things like that. It just sounds really cringy. But if you want to see more perk videos in the future, then be sure to hit that button, and I'll see you next time.